driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Especially when it's God's will. The theme song is written and performed by my niece Naya, who we would call a normie. There's a full version of the song, which I do have. Oops, wrong one. There we go. I don't think I did it to take 12. It would have already popped up. Okay. So good evening. I did get up a little bit earlier today. I just had sponsees I had to work with. Yes, hi, whiny butt. Yes, I know. I know. Come here. Did you need some attention? Need a little bit of attention. Yeah. We all need a little attention every now and then again, don't we? Just so that we know everything's okay. God, it must feel good for somebody to rub your neck. Maybe you could do that for me. Huh, Kitty? He's upside down. Huh, Kitty? Can you rub my neck for a little bit? All right. So we're going to be, are we reading out of the 12 by 12 today or the big book? I think it was the 12 by 12. Let's go look. Hello, Umber. Good to see you, puppet. 124 and the 12 by 12. Oh, it's going to be step 12, which we just totally covered. That's all right. Nothing wrong with a little repeat. We love getting. Actually, they hate it. And this is the one cat that'll bite me. Ooh, Dungeons and Dragons. Right. If you look at my initials, I am the Dungeon Master. I was Dungeon Master for years. I started playing D&D in 1978. How's that? Let's do it. Play 4 stuff. I keep my 4-step around because I don't remember. I won't remember it. A year before you were born? Oh, cool. I was born September 18th, 1970. And that was the day that Jimi Hendrix died. I was born the same day Jimi Hendrix died, about 4 hours after. The answer is no, I'm not Jimi Hendrix reincarnated. Maybe. He was a drummer before he was a guitarist. So, okay, page 124 is where we're going to be in the 12 by 12. Yep, 78 is when I started playing. When I play D&D now, I don't even use the books. I've been role playing for so long. I just need dice. I'll help you make up your character. It's not that hard for me. I also used to do live action role playing. I wrote a whole book on it. It's called Lore, Legends, and Magic. Yeah, this was This was before cosplay, and people used to make fun of us. Oh, you do that? Now it's all cool and stuff. So you're welcome. You're welcome, motherfuckers. All right. I'm going to go back and start on page 123. This is exactly what I read yesterday. I mean, exactly what I read yesterday. So, sorry. All right, I'm going to start at the page 124. It's a different day, so maybe I'll see this different. I'm sure different things will come out of my mouth. I did not do introductions. Welcome, Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. So I decided just real quick that what I was going to do is, instead of being upset with my 3 o'clock meeting, I'm going to do principles before personalities. So what I started doing was I started hanging out after the meeting and getting to know some of these people a little bit better. Okay. All right. But today, in well-matured AA, these distorted drives have been restored to something like their true purpose and direction. We no longer strive to dominate or rule those about us in order to gain self-importance. Here's the thing, that's what we were taught. We were born this way. You were born with that drive. I was born a conniving little shit. I was. It isn't that I was a liar. I just didn't know how to do things honestly. I had to be taught. Okay. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, yeah, if I'm being honest with myself, okay, I was the bad attention's better than no attention kid. And it drove my parents crazy. I was grounded a lot. Okay. You know what was funny is, like, I'd skip school so they'd suspend me for I'm like, oh no. What will I ever do if I can't go to school? All right, we no longer seek fame and honor in order to be praised. We don't need it anymore. We're already getting this from a couple of different places. Number one, we're going to get it from God. God hands out gifts quite often. Yeah. I was just in a meeting, and there's a person there, her dog needed surgery, and it turned out great for her. She even got some money back. The whole situation turned out great. And I said, that was a gift from God. He's telling you you're doing the right thing. Gifts from God. What do you do when you get a gift? Thank you, God. Okay. And when you say thank you, God, you're double downing. That's double downing. Okay. Okay. Because we understand now that pushing and prodding and being brutally honest are not the ways to go in life. They're not the ways to go in life. We found out that being too nice doesn't work. Being too mean doesn't work. Right? I don't know, for a long time, it's always been it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. Like right there, I just did it where I kind of mimic them. I shouldn't do that, right? I had to listen to that. Okay. I've got a loud, booming voice. I know I do. I mean, I've been in offices. Ooh, that's way too dark. I've been in offices before where they had to put in soundproofing because they couldn't do their job because I was too loud. When I do sales, they're usually on speakerphone, and I'm usually walking. I don't care who hears me. In fact, see, I ran the sales, so I wanted everybody to hear me. I didn't need to do that. All right. When by devoted to service to family, friends, business, or community, we attract widespread affection and are sometimes singled out for posts of greater responsibility and trust. That's happened to me. Michelle, hi, good to see you. I saw you pop up, but I was on a roll. So, Michelle, I did that too. See, I didn't have very many friends and people didn't really want me around. So I became an enigma. I was the fly on the wall. I kept my mouth shut. I was listening. And I heard everything. Yeah, I heard everything. Because after a while, people just don't notice you anymore. Huh, Michelle? Yeah. Michelle, I bet you got a lot of empathy. Yeah, sometimes God will call you to do something bigger. I'm opening an AA club right now. I'm not doing it alone, though. I'm not doing it alone, right? Does that make me any different? No, it just means that's my job. What is that going to do? Well, that's going to create more service work for other people, which I think is more important than any kind of pomp, any kind of circumstance. It really does not matter to me. The fact that it's being done is all that matters. It's all that matters. I don't give a fuck who takes credit. It's my fucking club, though. I just said that to be funny. All right. We try to be humbly grateful and exert ourselves to the more in the spirit of love and service. And here it is. True leadership, we find, depends upon able example, not upon vain displays of power or glory. All right. When I do something good, I don't go on Facebook and brag about it. I don't. No, I go do the next thing I'm supposed to be doing. All right. There's the right arenas for that. Sometimes I'll come on here and let you guys know, but if you do not have humility in your life, it won't work, because you got to think of other people. When I'm doing this club, I'm not setting it up for me. No. In fact, we are in a community where I'm going to also need to hold Spanish speaking ones. And I'm going to. I won't be attending those ones because I won't know. Okay? Doesn't matter. See? It's about the need and the want that my community has and needs. That's my job. I'm supposed to work in my community. And most everybody that comes here does the same thing. Some of us do Al-Anon, some of us do AA, but every single person here, I guarantee, is in service work, because there's no way you can listen to me, agree, and not be doing service work. There's no way. You'll dislike me. Still more wonderful is the feeling that we do not have to be specially distinguished among our fellows in order to be useful and profoundly happy. See, I always thought I had to be the center of attention in order to be happy. I was wrong. Just being a part of a group and knowing that I got to help is good enough now. Why? Because at the end of the day, I do this. Good job, Dion. Yeah. That's called claiming spiritual progress. I just taught my sponsee that today. He loved it. Loved it. I'm so proud of that kid. He's like, he's like, I don't know why everybody said the 4-step's so hard. Right, Amber? Hard as you make it, right? I told him I didn't have a hard time with a 4-step earlier. It just means you're going to have a harder time with a different step. So don't get cocky. It's the way it is. It's like if you're great at math, you probably suck at English. If you're great at English, you probably suck at math. They do want it to be hard. There you go. Thank you, Amber. Yes, they do. Why? Because we still want to play the darn victim. Good call, Amber. The fear of it being easy. Everybody else said it was hard, so it must be. Okay. Then it becomes so hard, they what? Relapse. Instead of keeping it simple. And if you follow the directions, the 4 steps actually very straightforward. Okay. There's only one way to eat an elephant, a bite at a time. So you just do one list at a time. Thank you, Amber. That was fantastic. Not many of us can be leaders of prominence, nor do we wish to be. Okay. I want to help as many people as I can. I do not want to be popular. Yeah. Amber is on a roll. We must be in retrograde for Virgo or something. Yes. It is dependence upon the wrong thing. That is why the 3rd step must be, it is the only step that needs to be done right. If it's not done right, you ain't going to make it. Nope, you won't. You've got to do step 3, right? For me, I will know. You will know when step 3 infiltrates your life. Because you'll go, this feels different. And I will know what you're talking about. Until I hear that, I know step 3 hasn't been done. Might not be those exact words, but something will happen. An epiphany will. You know what, Deanna, I did this today and look what happened. And there it is, right? Once they notice that God is working in their life, that's when you want to pin the motherfucker down. That's when you ask, are you willing to go to any length to do this? Are you sure? Yes. Okay. Let's start our list. And guess what? Grudge list. We get to start with a grudge list. So, and yeah. All right. Maybe it's time to do a 4-step in here. All right. The well understood fact that God's sight in all human beings are important. The proof that love freely given surely brings a full return. The certainty that we are no longer isolated and alone in self-constructed prisons. That's what Amber was just talking about. We put ourselves in self-imposed or self-constructed prisons. All right. Steve Miller Band says you're the one that locks you up and you're the only one that has the key. Ooh. All right. The surety that we no longer to be that we need no longer be square pegs in round holes, but can fit and belong in God's scheme of things. These are the permanent, legitimate satisfactions of right living for which no amount of pomp and circumstance, no heap of material possessions could possibly be substitutes. True ambition is not what we thought. True ambition is the deep desire to live usefully and walk humbly under the grace of God. And I love hearing that because it describes me. And that is not ego, that's fact. That's what I do. See, I used to think that I needed everybody to notice me and this and that and clamor for all that, when really all I needed to do was listen to God for a little bit. Now, guess what? Now, instead of hanging out with people that don't want to listen to me, I hang out with people that support what I'm doing. Not only that, but I attract other people to what it is that I'm doing. And it must be my program because it ain't the face. You can laugh at that one. I'm very married and I got a hot wife. So I know I'm at least halfway decent looking. I think she's hot. Anyway, during my drinking years, my one and only concern was to have my fellow man think highly of me. I don't really strive for that. Instead, what I want people to think is that they can rely on me, that they can trust me. That if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That's how I want to be known. I'd rather have somebody trust me. What about respect? Same thing. Respect and unconditional love are the same thing. My ambition in everything I did was to have the power to be at the top. My inner self kept telling me something else, but I could not accept it. I didn't even allow myself to realize that I wore a mask continually. Ooh, yes, I did. Our masks. I do not miss that at all. I do not miss my millions of masks. It is so relieving just to be me in its entirety. Yeah. Finally, when the mask came off and I cried out to the only God I could conceive, the fellowship of my AA, my group, and the 12 steps were there. I learned how to change my resentments into acceptance. Learn or fear into hope, and anger into love. I have learned also through loving without undue expectation, through sharing my concerns and caring for my fellow man, that each day can be joyous and fruitful. I can begin and end each day with thanks to God, who has generously shed his grace on me. And the first grace that we get is the obsession of alcohol being lifted from us. And what a perfect release, right? It talks about the perfect release in the 12 by 12. And what that means, that popped up there, but not there. Wonder if you left. Awesome. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm wrapping up. So you're good. I love you, Ingrid. Have a good day. Evening. So true ambition is not what we thought. True ambition is doing the right thing and living a useful life. Just like happiness isn't the goal. Happiness is a dividend from achieving doing good things. So happiness happens by giving it all away. Give it all away. The only way you can keep it is to give it all away. Everything that you have in your being, every day, empty it. Give as much love as you can, give as much understanding as you can, and make the world a better place. And happiness will be the result. Balance will be the result. Serenity, freedom will be the result. And I know this because I've experienced it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's been fun to have some other people joining us too. Michelle, appreciate your consistency. Amber, joining in today for sure. And it's funny you bring up psychic change because it's been on my mind all day. So something's going on. Ingrid, it was good to have you as always. I love you all. That includes anybody else that's here. I love you all. And I hope you have a great night. Peace out and